So I know I'm a couple days late to this, but I just have to like do my best to milk this Sneako situation as much as I can, because like, I mean, considering that my other video I made about this fool, it did pretty good, which I'm grateful for. So I'm hoping this video does as good, maybe better, and that would only work if you guys like the video and leave a comment. It can be like a hate comment or just like type out a random word, but please don't leave a comment like this one, because this one's just like really weird. Like, I really hope this guy is I'm not gonna get into it, but getting on with this video, I guess Sneako is sorry. Honestly, I'm really not prepared to watch this video because Sneako annoys the crap out of me, because I feel like he's so repetitive, or he's just kind of contradicting here and there, but we'll just have to see.
But it's no secret that I have a degenerate past.
Isn't this fool still a degenerate, or am I stupid? Because he literally likes the movie Cuties. Isn't it kind of like morally wrong to like a movie with CP in it?
Around 3 years ago, when I was 21 years old, I went to a swinger party with one of my girlfriends and joked about how traumatizing it was on a podcast. I was cheating on her a lot, and I felt bad, and I thought it would make us even if we swapped with a couple. I don't do it anymore. I don't recommend it. And seeing how many people call me a cuck for what I thought was a funny story, you should probably not do the same. I tried the lifestyle that the woke mind virus pushes.
Nah, this fool's wildin'. This video was in 2021, just 2 days after his little incident. There is no woke-minded folk out here who's recommending this lifestyle. Sneako is basically the only one who was recommending it here. He thought it was very beneficial to men, right?
And it ends up being what the woke YouTubers try to shame me for. Kind of ironic. I showed a moment of weakness on a podcast thinking that it'd be a funny experience to talk about, and it will continue to haunt me for probably the rest of my career.
Good. Bring back bullying, right? Stupid hypocrite.
Today, I'm happy to say I'm in the best shape of my life. I became a millionaire, and my global network is only increasing. I don't say this to flex, but to show you that there's an option. Look at the lives of anyone making a hit piece video on Sneako, and look at the life that I am currently living in the present. Genuinely, which one would you rather live?
Guys, let's not forget who's the idiot whose self-esteem is so low that he constantly checks Reddit and gets butthurt the second someone doesn't agree with him. This fool is always complaining about something. He has the same temper tantrums as Caillou. Make Caillou look a little gayer and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between Caillou and Sneako.
Only think two ass, who first, who hit, falling, who turn, you is a new bitch.
Moist Critical is the physical embodiment of everything that I stand against. And honestly, no disrespect to him, I don't dislike him. He's just the perfect example of a popular YouTuber that's brainwashed. I used to watch his videos when I was a teenager, just like a lot of my other haters, and today he's everything that I don't want to be when I'm 30 years old. When I'm his age, I don't want to be playing children's video games, playing with dildos for content, and using Satanism to be edgy. I don't want to drop the Antichrist for fun. So for everybody watching this, what does Moist Critical stand for? What does he believe in? Do you know? I don't. I've watched him for years. I cannot tell you what he believes.
Why do we need to know what Moist Critical stands for? What's the purpose in that? This fool has just been talking about random things that make no sense. The woke mind hate me. Who wants to be 30 years old playing video games? Where's your values? Not everyone wants to shove their opinions down other people's throats. Sneako was like the equivalent to those blue-haired Twitter girls who constantly make threads on what they believe in and how everyone is problematic.
How have you reached a point on the internet where you could have 10 million subscribers as a commentary channel and have no basis of commentary? The terrible tragedy that happened in Nashville yesterday is representative of exactly what I talk about in my stream. A trans person shot up a church, and the mainstream news was more focused on misgendering the shooter than addressing the problem. The sitting president got on stage to provide a solution and instead opened up by talking about chocolate ice cream and good-looking kids.
I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs.
where are you going with this? What does this have to do with your apology and how you're proving that you're a new and improved Sneako and you're awesome? Like, you go from saying how you were a victim of the woke mind and how Moist Critical is just as successful with you, but by doing completely different things than you do and not sharing his values. You're just pulling things out of your butt at this point, because this makes no sense. I don't care if this fool is showing how wise he is and whatnot, but this has nothing to do with the new and improved Sneako that he claimed he'd talk about in this video.
In Japan, there is no wokeness, there is no LGBT trans nonsense, and society is civilized. Somebody spills over their bag and everybody comes to help them out because they see each other as extended family. There's no culture war. There is a life outside of the woke degeneracy, and that's why I will continue to defend the movie Cuties until Moist Critical decides to debate me about it. Nobody who hates the movie Cuties has seen it. It's about an Islamic family that moves from West Africa to France, a woke country that's literally on fire right now, and the daughter of the family gets corrupted by TikTok and starts dancing provocatively and leaves her Islamic values behind. She goes from a good Muslim girl to a degenerate wokey, lying, twerking, and fighting, and it blows up in her face and her family's disappointed, and eventually she reverts back to Islam.
This is just complete nonsense. Sneako is speaking English, but like none of this makes sense. You know? It doesn't correlate. How do you go from talking about shootings to Japan and how because of those things you're going to support the movie Cuties? Just admit you're an idiotic schmuck that can't take backlash whatsoever. There are so many religious movies out there, and he picks this one. The one that exploits children. Because, yes, that gets the point across way more than the millions upon millions of movies about Islamic faith. It is concerning and disgusting how often this guy defends the movie Cuties. I swear every single video I see about him, he talks about the movie. He's in love with this movie. But it's weird because he goes on to agree that he thinks it's bad that these children are being exploited. But he thinks the movie is just so perfect, just so great, life-changing, because it teaches us a lesson that can be taught anywhere else without the exploitation of children.
I like that movie because I see it as another version of my life. I started YouTube at 11 years old, and following the trends of social media before God led me to complete degeneracy. But rejecting these values, I have found a new direction, purpose, and meaning for my life. A lot of the hatred is justified. I should not have been attacking the people in the soy boy collage as much as I was, but I held a lot of resentment because they actively tried to get me banned on YouTube. They encouraged their followers to go and report my page. They celebrated when I was canceled for telling the truth.
Hey, this is not going to be a normal video. Today I want to briefly talk about the content creator Sneako and ask YouTube to ban him from the platform.
They publicly tried to ruin my life's work, destroy my income, all because they disagree with my worldview.
Isn't that the only guy that tried to get him canceled? Or am I stupid? I think that was the only guy, because I'm pretty sure that no one else really cared. They just wanted to make fun of Sneako, because who wouldn't want to make fun of Sneako? Like,
I don't want to attack people anymore. I would love to debate them and challenge their ideas.
I would love to debate them and challenge their ideas. He says as he's ghosted multiple people multiple times.
But they would rather make documentaries deep diving into my past, and my only existence on a platform that I'm banned on and grew up on is only hatred. You look up Sneako, there's no more of my videos. It's just people saying that my life is over, insisting that I'm a bad person. So the only option now is to be a force for good. And let's be honest, there is a clear pattern with the people that hate me. I don't say it to be cocky, but I am tall, I'm good looking, and I'm successful.
What does this have to do with anything? No one has talked about your height once. But it will be talked about how you shaved your head to be a little Andrew Tate clone, which means you should definitely leave out that I'm good looking part, because that is just a blatant lie.
This is why the #1 criticism is wannabe alpha male Sneako. Oh, this alpha male. It's rooted in jealousy and the idea that masculinity is a bad thing.
none of this is jealousy. None. Zero. There's a lot of people who are glad they are not you. But don't be upset that people call you an alpha male. I don't know why Sneako is so like butthurt over being made fun of after the numerous times he's asked for bullying to come back. Like, he supports bullying, so he should be really happy that we're taking his advice. Bro's like a woman who just doesn't know what they want. That's the only way I can think about this. That's all.
I don't think I'm an alpha male. I've never once called myself that. I promote the ideas of masculinity because it is so desperately needed right now. Being completely vulnerable, all this attack online has been difficult. But if Allah wills good for someone, he afflicts him with trials. And I have to be better now. I'm officially retiring the soy boy image. I forgive everybody who advocated for my cancellation or made documentaries about me.
Guys, this changes everything. He forgives me. He forgives me for my video I made on him. Like, wow. This changes my perspective. Maybe I shouldn't even post this video. Like, man, what a guy.
And I'm ditching my attacking style of streaming. And I apologize to Moist Critical for showing a picture on stream of you and your girlfriend. That was not very Christ-like. I'm sorry. And I genuinely hope you provide more value to your extremely large audience. The powers of Satan are taking over the West.
Power of Satan is taking over the West. I don't think Charlie has to bring up his views at all. I just don't see he has every right to say it or not say it. Sneako does not need to keep telling people to speak about their opinions all the time. Free speech, bro. Free speech. Well, that's it for me. All I have to say is that please subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, and maybe I'll post next week. Maybe I'll post in a month. Maybe I'll post in 11 months. You'll never know. But if you do want me to post soon, then maybe join my Discord server and you can tell me to post. Hey, yeah?